Stop number 11 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to California Speedway, or Auto Club Speedway actually is what this is. It's the running of the Auto Club 400, which we are set for 38 laps of distance here around this point, around this 2-mile D-shaper at California Speedway. And so far, like I said, a hot start to the season so far. I keep saying that throughout this whole race, season so far in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. But we have had 9 winners in the first 10 races. That streak was broken by, of course, Chris Dodd, who won at Talladega, the last stop on the tour. It's the nature of plate racing sometimes. But anyway, we are going back to the speedways as the tour hits California Speedway for 38 laps here for the Auto Club 400. And the spots are pretty much filling up fast for the Winston All-Star race coming up in just a couple races from now at Charlotte. So let's get to the starting line for today's race. With all that said, on the pole at 197 miles per hour, it is Joshua Osborne, the winner at Darlington, and number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by the winner at Martinsville this season, Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Mello Pontiac. Row 2, Paul Minnick, the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 11 Budweiser Ford of Zach Winkle. He's on the outside, a great qualifying run for him. Row 3, the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. It's NNSCRA Motorsports' own Seth Cole has the inside of the third row. He'll be alongside John Arndt, the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Then it's the number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac of Zed Weinstein, the two-time series champion. He'll be alongside Cole Baker, the winner in Atlanta, the number 75 Valvoline Pontiac. Row number 5 has the number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet of Dawson Wise, who won at Las Vegas earlier this season. And he'll be flanked by the man who won at Bristol this season. That is Charles Sanford, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Row 6 has Nick Johnson, number 66, Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. He'll be alongside Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Then it's JT Bryant, the Tide Ford, car number 10. He'll be alongside the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford of Johnny Gardner. He's on the outside. His best finish so far has been top fives at Rockingham and Martinsville. Then it's Dylan Poteet, the Season 1 champion of this series, the number 31 GM Goodwrench Mom and Pop's Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet of Daniel Olson. He almost pulled it off at Talladega the last stop on the tour. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater, the 29 Hardee's Oldsmobile, a 1988 Oldsmobile, the oldest model on the field. He'll be alongside John Gilbert, the number 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet. He darn near pulled one off at Martinsville. Andrew Perry is the inside of the next row down, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, car number 5. He'll be alongside the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Benjamin Miles. He's on the outside. Chris Dollerton has the inside of the next row down, number 55 Crown Petroleum Skull Classic Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside the number 88 Ford Quality Care Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird of Keith Batson. His best finish was at Martinsville this season. Then it's Levi McIntyre for Rockin' Wrestling Racing, the XI Batteries SKF Ford, car number 99. He'll be alongside the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford of Rockingham winner Dylan Young. Then it's Cole Deaver, the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford. He'll be alongside Dalton Day, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Next row down has Quentin Moore in the number 21 Citgo Ford. He'll be alongside Amari Stoudemire Jr., the 68 Country Time Oldsmobile, that bright yellow machine. Then it's Sky Commons, the number 22 Maxwell House Ford. He'll be alongside another bright yellow car, the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30 of North Wilkesboro winner Ryan George. Next row down, Cav Shearer in the Heinz 57 in a Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac, car number 57. He'll be alongside the Quaker State Buick, car number 26 of Chelsea Bowles. Next row down has Jonathan Zorlin, the winner at Texas this season, number 71 Lifeboy Chevrolet. For Dave Marcus, he'll be alongside Trent Dunham in the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Advance from giving the party inches. We're going to have a racing in California. Two-time winner Chris Dodd and Sticker Buick, car number 8, has the inside the next row down. He'll be alongside Michael Norman, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3. Then Then it's Joshua Sekuli in the Ray Speedway car number 12. He'll be flanked by the 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile of Jeremy Jones. Then Jessica Shelton, the championship leader, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford, has the inside of the next to the last row. She'll be flanked by the STP Pontiac car 43 of Joshua Collard. And starting shotgun is Matt Dalio in the Motorcraft Ford car number 15. So that's your full field lineup for the race at California Speedway. Chevrolet and Pontiac leads the field. Joshua Osborne and Kyle Matthews will lead them down. For the green flag here, both of them have won this season. Osborne at Darlington, Matthews at Martinsville. As the green flag waves, and let's go racing at California. Kyle Matthews moving way up the track here on that first lap here, just instantly. Now watch him fall back a bunch. Zed Weinstein goes in the third position. Paul Mennick now goes for the lead on Osborne as they go down the third turn. And look at that 4-car go. Paul Mennick, the rookie this season, one of the hot contenders for Rookie of the Year. He'll lead the first lap, and I tell you, like the season he's had so far, he may be a hot contender for the championship. One of the guys to watch this season. Minnick does lead the first lap from the pole sitter Joshua Osborne as the field comes down, and look at this cold car strewn all over the track, and they are almost 5 wide down the backstretch as they go down the turn. As they go in the third turn, somebody's got to give here. And moving up through the field in a hurry is the 55 of Chris Dalton. He's being shoved by Charles Sanford in 24. Sanford, a California guy himself, he would love to win at his home track. He has actually have a win at California in the Castrol GTX Cup Series that came last season at Sonoma. And Dawson Wise and JT Bryant way up the track out of turn number 2. They almost slapped the wall. Minnick still laced, but here comes Daniel Olson in 25 and Levi McIntyre in 99. 3 wide for the lead. And McIntyre will take it in the third turn. Levi McIntyre, car 99 for Rockin' Wrestling Racing, leads this lap here. Just an explosive start at California after 3 laps of competition. And still 35 laps of racing left. And several cars scraping the wall. Daniel Olson, I think is what that is. And Joshua Osborne gets turned. There goes Potee and Dunham. Jesse Turner spun. Nick Johnson, 66 around. Joshua Osborne, the pole sitter in 17. He spun. And whoa, Kyle Matthews and Dylan Young got a little cozy there coming out of turn number 4. The yellow flag flies for the first time on lap number 4. And winning the race back to the line was Levi McIntyre in 99. And I think some tells me that Osborne's spin was a little bit of a separate incident between him and the one that Dylan Young and Trent Dunham got into. Because let's see what happened there. I think what happened with, Chris Dodd spun as well. Daniel also was scraping the wall. So too was Johnny Gardner in the background, but Gardner got into no incident himself. Olsen comes back, hits Osborne, and Osborne comes up and then just tags Chris Dodd in the 8 car and sends them both spinning. While that was going on, Trent Dunham and Dylan Young got into it. A couple of veteran buddies in the NR community. Yeah, Nick Johnson got into Seth Cole, looks like, and then suddenly whoever made a dead left turn sent Johnson, Dunham, Potee, and Young spinning around. Actually, I did. I thought that was Dylan Young. Let's take a look again here. No, there was no. Actually, it wasn't Dylan Young that was spinning. It was Poteet in the 31. So my mistake on the Dylans. I got them mixed up here. It was Young. It was Poteet, Dunham, Turner, and Johnson that spun. And that deal looked to be no harm, no foul. Really, both the spins were really no harm, no foul for both of them. They could still. It looks like they can still make a go at it. Jesse Turner coming and Joshua Osborne making an unscheduled pit stop. So too was Chris Dodd, the two-time winner this season, and at least for Dodd. Whoops. Sorry for the fail there. Actually, you got a little bit of Actually, got just a little bit of what my setup is on racing with. Anyway, so the green flag is about to come out back out on lap number 9. It is Levi McIntyre out in front. Second place is Jonathan Zorlin from 71 car. Third is Sky Cummins. Fourth position John Gilbert. Fifth is Cole Baker. Andrew Perry running in fifth position. Sixth position is Quentin Moore. Seventh is Chris Dowerton. Eighth, JT Bryant. Ninth, Charles Sanford. No, Baker's fifth. Sixth is Perry. Seventh is Moore. Eighth is Dowerton. Ninth is Bryant and Charles Sanford. Runs in 10th position. Seth Cole running in 11th position. Green flag waving once again. Once again on lap number 9, Levi McIntyre leading him down. Ford in first, Chevrolet second, Ford in third, Oldsmobile in fourth, and a Pontiac in fifth. Andrew Perry taking a look to the inside lane. Inside of both Jonathan Zorlin and Cole Baker as they go into the third turn now. Here comes the 33 of John Gilbert to the inside lane. One of the rookies in the field. He's had a good start to the season so far in that 33 machine. He'll lead the lap. Here it comes. And look at Seth Cole to the inside. Swinging it way down low. And Jessica Shelton in the 9 goes even lower. Comes back and this sideswipes Dawson Wise's car. And here comes Charles Sanford, 3 wide for the lead. Now, I said Charles has never won in the Castrol GTX Cup Series at Auto Club Speedway, but he does have a win here in our series. Oh gosh, who leads that lap? They're saying Gilbert did by just 100 of a second over Sanford. 4 wide for the lead. Here goes Seth Cole. 5 wide! What a move by the 9 of Jessica Shelton, taking the lead. She started this race 39th. And now her and her buddy Charles Sanford side by side for the lead. What racing at California! And after a couple of heartbreakingly close second-place finishes, Shelton wants a win badly. She does lead the point. She did take the points lead, however, after that second-place finish at Talladega. And now here they go again. 4 wide again for the lead. Between here comes the 11 of Zach Winkle. He and Kev Shearer, Shelton. Actually, Sanford pulls ahead to take the lead with his Hendrick teammate Andrew Perry running in second. And now Perry wants to lead. Car number 5. He's got it. Andrew Perry, car number 5, now to the lead. The man who won last season's AC Delco 400 down at Rockingham. And several new players getting this mix. Cole Deaver, Dalton Day, Dylan Young now in the mix as well, number 2. On board, Dylan Young's car. Getting the push from Brian George. Let's see how fast Young goes into turn number 1. 196 miles an hour, 197. 197 miles an hour into turn number 1. Goes up the track down to about 181 miles an hour through turns 1 and 2. 192 miles an hour into turn 3, 193, 194 miles an hour. Up the track he goes there. Inside goes, I believe that's a 57 of Kev Shear, I think. Yes, it is. See how fast he goes into turn 1 this time. Following Zed Weisheim in the draft. 194, 195, 96, 97, 198 miles an hour. 198 in turn number 1. And Jeremy Jones and Dalton Day both go off for a wall scrape. Ryan George has the lead. Here comes the 5 of Andrew Perry and the 70 of Zed Weinstein. In the turn number 4, here comes the 43, Joshua Collard. I'm trying to make a run at it for the lead here. Ryan George, who won it at North Wilkesboro the last race, a couple 3 races ago, has the lead now. But here comes the 12 of Joshua Sakuli. Where did he come from? And same with the 42 of Kyle Matthews. Remember, he was the outside pole sitter and fell back to the back of the pack. And here he goes battling for a top 5. Matthews was the winner at Martinsville. Nick Johnson, 66, is in this mix as well. Here comes the 21 car, Quentin Moore, and his buddy Johnny Gardner. Back in the back there, those two guys needing a win badly as well. Quentin has not won since Richmond. The first Richmond race last season. Johnny Gardner, on the other hand, came close to winning a couple races last season. He was close to a couple races this season. And Johnny has not won, I think, in about 2 or 3 seasons. So Johnny Gardner would like to get a win here as well himself. Gardner to the inside of Gardner and Quentin Moore, making them shove to the inside. Who led that lap? Matthews did. Oh boy, this ain't going to be pretty in turn number 1 here. 4 wide racing, some more wall scrapers. That's Amari Stoudemire Jr. to hit the wall, come out turn 1 through 1 and 2. And no problems! Andrew Perry's around. He hits chapped JT Bryant a little bit, and Perry goes around and around. And Andrew Perry was running top 5 just a couple 3 laps ago. Oh, and Stoudemire's into the wall, and that's gonna the line goes to Johnny Gardner as we are approaching halfway. Lap number 19 is when lap number 18, excuse me, is when the yellow flag came out. Boy, they were getting a little bit rowdy racing back there, and there's, as we mentioned, Stoudemire was in the wall in the 68 car. There it is, right there, the bright yellow Oldsmobile. Andrew Perry goes inside. Stoudemire just turns down on Perry, and then, just for good measure, hits Benjamin Miles, and then Perry gets turned, I think, by Cole Deaver. Stoudemire also hit Paul Minnick and the 55 of Chris Dollerton, and then Perry comes down, hits the side of JT Bryant's car, and I think he might have tapped Joshua Osborne too in the 17. But unfortunately for Perry and Stoudemire, they were the big losers in the whole deal as they both spun out. On board Andrew Perry's car. There's Stoudemire hitting the wall. Stoudemire just turns down on Perry is what happens. So basically, and Stoudemire basically driving a 4-wheel tornado. I don't that'll make you dizzy, kind of watching that. Andrew Perry coming in for an unscheduled pit stop in car number 5. There is and same with Chris Daugherty, JT Bryant, as their crews go to work on their cars to try to make any possible repairs on their machines. And Stoudemire and Minnick are both out of the race, and they did get Perry, Bryant, and Daugherty both, all three of them back out and try to make a go at it here as we are just past halfway home at the Auto Club 400. Johnny Gardner leading him down. Second is Cole Baker. Third is Quentin Moore. Fourth position is Dawson Weiss. Chelsea Bowles runs in 5th position. 6th is Nick Johnson. 7th is Zachary Bitswater. 8th is Dylan Young. 9th is Sky Commons. And Zach Winkle runs in the 10th position. The Junior Johnson cars right together. Then 8th and 9th and on the 10th position. Green flag waves on lap 23. Ho-ho! Cole Baker was ready for Johnny Gardner on that start. Look at Baker go. Cole Baker got the restart of his life when he won the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway on a one-lap dash to checkers in that event. Now Dawson Weiss, who stunned him all at Las Vegas, he goes for the lead now. They're going to try to make it 3 wide. And the pair of rookies that are going to the inside here near Dawson Weiss and Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson says, screw it, I'm going for the lead. Side by side. I tell you what, this keeps up. We may just have a photo finish at California just like we did. I was trying to think here. We had a photo finish in this series in Season 2. Had a photo finish 2 seasons in a row in the Sunoco Cup Series. First time with Skyland Carlson and Sasha Dawson, and then the second time with Joshua Osborne. And I can't think of who was the one that beat him to the start-finish line in that one, but that was almost by the same margin. As the Carlson-Dawson deal. Nick Johnson out in front, one of the rookies in the field. Car 66, the Trop Arctic Pontiac. And now we start to see some big names coming back through the field. Kyle Matthews, Sky Cummins, Joshua Sakuli, Cab Shearer, Joshua Collard making his way to the field. And talk about your comebacks here. Take a look at that 8 car, Chris Dodd. Remember he was involved in a spin with he and Joshua Osborne? Well, remember that? Well, that same Chris Dodd is now running in the top 10 at the moment, in 10th position. What a comeback for the number 8 Snickers Buick. And some more wall scrapers happening. They're managing to keep the handle right now on these cars there, but it's not over yet. Trent Dunham back there, Jessica Shelton, Jonathan Zorlin, Jesse Turner, Dalton Day, Dylan Young back there, Michael Norman, Chelsea Bowles, who actually started back in the top 5, who started up in the top 5 on the restart. Oh, and bad crash! And I think that was Day and Shelton, I think. Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, hard hit for Dalton Day. And I mean, he just flat squeezed Shelton into the wall badly. Sorry for the replay fail right there. Yellow flag happening on lap 27 of this race. Shelton scrapes the wall. She got way up high on the track. Dalton Day, he just turns right into Shelton. Oh my gosh. So caution number 3 happening here at California Speedway. It was amazing to me why Shelton's car wasn't as damaged up as bad as it could have been. But boy, Dalton Day just absolutely turned hard in the... I don't know if his car was actually loose or what, but... on board Dalton Day's car... and a close call there for Charles Sanford in the 24. Jessica Shelton's view. Yeah, Dalton just turns right into Jess is what happened. And you see her right there behind Keith Batson in number 88. Shelton dropping to 35th after that was all said and done. And to make matters worse, she was the point leader coming into this race. So I know it's early to talk about points actually in the 11th race of the season, but every point you gain goes a long way into racing for the championship. So with 8 laps remaining in the race now, Joshua Collard will have the lead as they'll have a 7 lap to go restart on lap 32 of this 38 lap event. Top 10 right now, Collard leads. Second is Chris Dodd. Third is Kev Shearer. Fourth is Joshua Sakuli. Fifth position is Ryan George. Sixth, Nick Johnson. Seventh, Benjamin Miles. Eighth is Zach Winkle. Ninth is Zachary Fitzwater. And 10th position is Seth Cole. Pontiac Trans Am pace car to up on the pit road. Here they come for the green flag here. And Collard leading down lap number 32. Chris Dodd looking for his 3rd win of the season. He won at Talladega the last stop on the tour as well as the Daytona 500. Looking for his first win outside of the plate tracks. Joshua Collard, you may remember, almost won at Las Vegas, was involved in that 3-wide finish between he, Zach Winkle, and Dawson Wise. And here comes Ryan George. He wins his 2nd win of the season. Collard already is in the All-Star race, as is Winkle and as is Ryan George and Chris Dodd and Kev Shearer. But Collard and Shearer, they both want their first win of 2016, first win of the season 16, I should say. This is 2016 as I'm recording this. And boy, Shearer way up the track now, and he goes up the track, loses that battle. Now here comes Ryan George in the 30 car to the inside. Pontiac sweeping the top 5 spots right now. Maybe actually top 6 there. Weinstein was in 6th at the moment. And now Zach Winkle and Zachary Fitzwater, they're 3 wide. They were 4 wide through turn 4 here. Seth Cole to the inside. Nick Johnson. Oh my! If that would have been the finish, I would have lost that. I would have lost it. If that would have been the finish, 3 wide at the line. And look at the margin. It was 100th from 1st to 3rd. We could be in for a possible 3-wide photo finish at California, and if that happens, oh my gosh. Nick Johnson out in front. Here comes Levi McIntyre, 99, inside of Zach Winkle, and they're 4 wide again. Kyle Matthews is not out of this yet, and in that 42 car. Keep your eye on that car, as well as the 12 of Joshua Sakuli. Sakuli goes to the high side, just about sideswipe Cole Baker's car. And here comes McIntyre, 99 to the inside. Levi McIntyre won twice in the Castrol GTX Cup Series before. Season 11 at Homestead and season 15 at Kansas. Looking for his first of the season and third in his career. And oh no! Is that five? I thought I saw 6 wide. I thought I saw 6 wide through turn 2 and still kept the handle on it. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this shows you how wide this California track is here, guys. They can go 5, 6 wide and not even wreck, and that rarely even happens. Sakuli for the lead, and he's got Johnny Gardner shoving him. Zach Winkle's in this mix now. Cole Deaver. Car scraping up off the wall. It will be the white flag next time by. Johnny Gardner to the inside of Joshua Sakuli. They're side by side. White flag waves. One more lap to go at California. Who wins it? Sakuli led that lap in the near dead heat. Here comes Zach Winkle and Seth Cole. Seth Cole trying to make the inside lane. He shoves Winkle up the track. Matthews is not out of this yet. Here comes Dylan Young. Sky Commons, they're in this mix now. Matthews, could he make it 3 wide? In the turn 3, Seth Cole out in front. Here comes Kyle Matthews. They're side by side. Here they come at the 4th corner. Matthews and Cole side by side. And it looks like car 42, Kyle Matthews has won it. Woohoo! What a finish! What a finish at California Speedway. Car number 42, Kyle Matthews, gets his 2nd win of the season. He won California earlier this year in the Amp Energy Cup Series. And now he's pulled it off in the Castrol GTX Cup Series in California in a tremendous finish, holding off his buddy Seth Cole to take the win. Sky Commons comes home in 3rd spot. 4th to Zach Winkle. 5th to Chelsea Bowles. 6th Dylan Young. 7th Johnny Gardner. Trent Dunham 8th. 9th was Joshua Collard. And Cole Baker comes home in 10th with an average speed of 125/200. Sorry I got a little excited here, but that was a crazy, crazy finish here. '11th was Cole Deaver. 12th was Joshua Sakuli in car number 12. Jeremy Jones 13th. Chris Dodd 14th. Comeback after that spin. Keith Batson 15th. 16th Levi McIntyre. John Gilbert. Nick Johnson. Matt Delio and Michael Norman, the top 20 in this race. Whew. Wow. Zed Weinstein comes home in 21st position. 22nd, Joshua Osborne. 23rd, Jesse Turner. John Arndt, Daniel Olson, Dawson Wise, Quentin Moore, Benjamin Miles, Kev Shearer, Jonathan Zorlin, the top 30. Then Ryan George, Charles Sanford, Dylan Poteet, Zachary Fitzwater, Andrew Perry, Chris Dalton, JT Bryant, and Jessica Shelton was the last of the finishers, still finishing on the lay lap in 38th. Cars out of the race, Dalton Day, Amari Stoudemire Jr., and Paul Minnick, all involved in that crash. And Dalton Day had an engine problem, but for all intents and purposes was knocked out of the race after that crash between he and Shelton late in the going. But it was almost 3 wide at the stripe between Kyle Matthews, Seth Cole, and Sky Commons for the win. Here, and the congratulations again to Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Metlayella Pontiac, taking home the victory here today at California Speedway in a tremendous final lap pass on Seth Cole to take the win in that race. And right there was the finish, and that was close between Seth Cole and Sky Commons for that 2nd spot. But there was no doubt who won the race actually in this event here. Kyle Matthews wins at California Speedway in the Auto Club 400. as we go to Richmond International Raceway for the next stop in the tour for the running of the Mobile One 400. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA channel for NR 2003 races, gaming, and whatever else that may pop up. You never know what will pop up on this channel. And so, with all that said, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?